Good morning. It is 6:44 a.m. on Tuesday, July 5th, 2016. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. So, not January, but July instead. Boy, that was a I'm not sure where that came from. It's definitely not January outside. So last night was 4th of July, and as is to be predicted, it was not, fireworks were not a good time for a little dog named Luna. It made it difficult to even take her outside because she basically just wouldn't go. Like she would just lay down and just was doing everything in her power to just walk right back inside. Um, Even after the fireworks stopped for the night, I had to physically carry her out to a place that she could pee, at which point she did pee and then easily walked right back inside. So, yeah, not a fun time for little dogs. I wish that there was some way to explain to her that it's not something she needs to worry about, but oh well. I'm not sure if that was the reason or if something else was going on, or maybe there's no reason at all. But last night I had a really weird dream about like somehow something happened to me where that like in the dream suffered from some sort of an extreme anxiety disorder, like to the point of like needing to be cared for and that sort of thing. It was really strange. I can't recall ever having a dream quite like that before. And I'm certainly grateful that I do not actually have whatever that was in the dream. Um, so like I said, I don't know where that came from, other than maybe just the idea of having to try to care for Luna while she's freaking out. Hmm. Anyway, yesterday I did go ahead and watch the movie The Best Years of Our Lives. The as you know, so what I was saying yesterday was just that it kind of seemed like it wasn't necessarily an exciting, flashy premise for a movie, and I wasn't necessarily looking forward to it. Well, as it turns out, it's actually really good. Gee, who would have thought for a movie that is number 38? No, 37 on the AFI's top 100 movie list. Um, it's a 1946 drama about returning World War II veterans. And to be sure, it's not flashy. I mean, it's a drama. It's not an action picture. It's not a war picture. It's not crime. It's just about three returning veterans having trouble adjusting after they get back from the war. But what I thought was interesting about it is that I think just societally, we sort of think of World War II veterans in the context of the broader social trend where things like PTSD and that sort of thing were still not that well understood. We think of the World War II vets all being, regarded as, heroes who fought a just war, as opposed to some of what like the Vietnam War vets went through, where like people spat on them when they came back, that sort of thing. Um, and we like even the World War II vet that was in my life, my grandfather, um, like they wouldn't necessarily talk about stuff about how hard it was or whatever. And so it was interesting to see this movie made at the time, where it really kind of does go into some of what's hard about it, what's difficult, the way it's difficult to adjust coming back, to deal with a world that doesn't understand. And so, although the premise and all that was not flashy or exciting, the characters were interesting and compelling. The story was well told, and it was a really good movie. So, it's one of those things where something not seeming exciting up front doesn't necessarily mean that it won't be great. So, just goes to show you. And like, this is something that obviously, it's like I'm aware of that, but it's also true that you don't always know which times that's going to be the case and which times it's going to be. Yep, that seemed like it was going to be boring, and sure enough, it was. But context clues are important. For example, being number 37 on the American Film Institute's top 100 movies of all time, that might be a good clue that the movie is not just, boring. That there's something there. Anyway, I've got to go ahead and get ready for work because I'm starting my new project today. So, I will talk to you guys tomorrow for 5 more minutes.